Hi guys, I always wondered how much performance you lose when lowering the power limit. So let's test it out. We are gonna be testing Forza Horizon 5, Call of Duty and The Hunter Call of the Wild. We got about 166 to 195 FPS and 190 FPS on average. We got 170 to 200 FPS and 190 FPS on average. To 155 to 180 FPS and 170 FPS on average. A big hit at 95 to 120 FPS and 105 FPS on average. Now we are back up at 160 to 220 FPS and 185 FPS on average. At 300 watts we got about 150 to 200 FPS and 185 FPS on average. Now back down to half the power. This time we got 140 to 180 FPS and 165 FPS on average. Again, tanked quite a lot. Now we got a 90 to 120 FPS and 108 FPS on average.
I saw some tracks in that area earlier this morning. Hold on, I'll send the coordinates.
We got 230 to 270 FPS and 255 FPS on average. We got 220 to 260 FPS and 240 FPS on average. Now we got a 205 to 240 FPS and 220 FPS on average. Last but not least, we got 125 to 160 FPS and 140 FPS on average. The first one, it only lost about 2.5%. The second reduction, it lost about 10%. And on the third reduction to 150 watts, it lost about 36.4%. On average, we lost about 44% of the FPS, and the average went from 210 FPS to 118 FPS. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like and subscribe to my channel. If you want to see more, drop a comment down below.